Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome to the 13th episode of my 1 vs 2 x 3 Age of Wonders 3 playthrough series. In this series, I am playing against 3 separate teams of 2 Emperor AI per team, and I'm playing as the Draconian Necromancer, Crogar the Corrupt. In our last episode, we were able to successfully eliminate another of our opponents, in this case, Firak the Rough-Skinned, who was a Dreadnought here, a Draconian Dreadnought. He actually ended up surrendering to us, and now we have him as another hero, which is great because we were at our limit of having heroes, so we now got an extra one thanks to that. We have his throne city here, which we're in the process of migrating over to Ghoul Draconians. And we also now know where a bunch of his cities were. So it turns out that a bunch of his cities were underground. So these were previously owned by him, it looks like. At least these ones up here probably were. I think this might have been one of Rolar's, actually. But these ones here are Draconian, as you can see. So there's a good chance that Firak owned these, and now I can see where they were. Apparently he also had some kind of relationship with this Fey dwelling. But anyway, so we know where all that is. In terms of how we're doing in this game, we've eliminated Wazul, and we actually had him surrender as well. And we've also then eliminated Rolar and Firak, who were a team of 2. So of the 3 teams of 2, one of them is completely out of the game. One of them we've eliminated one of the 2 partners, and then the other we actually haven't even encountered yet. And obviously they're going to be over somewhere here out in the east somewhere, probably, would be my guess, because obviously I haven't been over there yet. So we've got our work cut out for us, but we've got a pretty powerful empire here going, and I've got some cities I still need to reclaim, but we've really got a good stranglehold on the left side of the map, as you guys can see here. So all in all, this is going really, really well. But before I dive into this episode, and there's a lot to do, obviously, but before I dive in, I did want to just give a quick shout out to a couple of individuals who left some excellent comments on the last episode. And the first one I want to talk about is a comment from Paratosh Bala. And Paratosh actually left a comment that I think is absolutely brilliant. And that is, he noted that if a unit becomes immune to Ghoul Curse, you can actually dispel that immunity using Dispel Magic. So just to kind of refresh everybody's memory here. So when you have Inflict Ghoul Curse, there it is. When you have Inflict Ghoul Curse, you're doing a spirit check here. And you're basically trying to curse the unit such that when you kill that unit and win the battle, that unit will come back as a ghoul on your side, which is a great way as a necromancer to obtain lots of additional units, basically, and kind of obtain them for free, or at least without having to produce them. So anyway, when you try to inflict this ghoul curse, there's a chance that, again here, if the target resists the curse, it becomes immune to this ability until the end of combat. So that unit, basically, you have a chance to either get Ghoul Cursed or become immune to Ghoul Curse, meaning that subsequent attacks from a unit with Inflict Ghoul Curse won't do anything. However, if you use Dispel Magic, and I'm not sure here, I don't think... I wonder if Steel Enchantment would also maybe work. That would be interesting to know. Probably not, because I don't think it functions in the same way. But some units have that, and I think I have it as a castable spell. But anyway, if you use Dispel Magic, you can actually get rid of that Ghoul Curse immunity and basically have a second chance. So that can give you another chance to try to curse that unit. So thank you to Paratosh for that. That's absolutely brilliant and something that honestly I would have never thought of. So kudos to you, man. That's fantastic, and something I'm going to probably try and take advantage of, especially if it's like a big tier 4 unit that could, be game changing, especially maybe if I eventually do another Necromancer playthrough early on. Something like that could be really a make or break moment for whether you have a big advantage in the early game. So having that knowledge of using Dispel Magic could give you kind of a second chance. And then the other comment I wanted to mention, just a couple of things from Casper Eklund once again. Casper left another really awesome set of comments there. And the one thing that, well, actually there's 2 things I guess I want to say. One thing Casper was kind of mentioning was that, so I'm currently working on researching Summon Fallen Angel. And Casper had said, oh, if I can get this thing done and then summon one, I could potentially end up getting Paragon, which is an Empire upgrade that for the first guy to summon or produce a tier 4 unit, that unit gets a big boost. So I think it gets extra health, a little bit of extra stats, and then it also gets resurgence, which is pretty incredible. So the thing that Casper noted, though, is that just before the last episode ended, one of the unknown opponents here ended up getting Sage, meaning that they had achieved tier 6 research of some kind. So a spell or an upgrade of some sort. And what that means is that they're probably going to be having a tier 4 unit popping out here in the next couple turns. So realistically, I'm probably not going to get Paragon. And I agree with Casper on that. It's a shame. I'm still going to try for it. And maybe if we can speed this up with some combat to get with Whispers of the Fallen, which Firak tried to disjunct and failed, thank goodness. If we can get that going, maybe we'll get it in time, but I doubt it. Then the other thing Casper had mentioned is that once I'm done doing this, if I don't have any other good options, it might be really nice to start researching the movement upgrades. So like advanced seafaring, and sorry, I can't remember the exact name of it, but you know which one I'm talking about. The one that is the upgrade of the ability to embark, basically. And then also there's the logistics upgrades, which allow you to basically take less movement to move across the land. So those are great upgrades, and I think that's something that I'm going to probably do, especially since I've got a ton of area to explore out here to the right, so I'm going to be doing a lot of moving. So anyway, thank you to Casper and thank you to Paratosh for those excellent comments and suggestions. So let's get into this. Now, we did get really lucky as well, and we were able to ghoul curse this Draconian settler, so now we can make another Draconian city. I have to kind of think about where I want to do that. So initially, I had been thinking about maybe putting a city up here. That's kind of far away from this guy, and he'd have to embark and stuff. So it might actually be worth me maybe just doing some exploration and seeing what else I can kind of come across as I'm kind of in this area already. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take Crogar's stack here, and first things first, we're gonna head over to this city, I think. So we'll head over here because this is obviously quite a sizable Draconian city. It'd be nice to get that in my domain. This was one, obviously, I think that was controlled by Firak himself. So, and then we'll leave Firak here just temporarily as a bit of a city guard. We're going to build him up a stack, obviously, and get him moving because I don't like leaving heroes on cities if possible. It's nice to get them out and about. They're more effective leading an army. So the settler, we got to figure out again, what do we want to do with him? Like I said, I think we're going to have to do a little bit of exploration to figure out maybe what the best plan is for him. So maybe what I'll do is I'll actually take this Lost Soul, now that these cities are a bit safer. I'll take this Lost Soul and go do some scouting up this way. So I think that's going to be the plan there. That will allow me basically to see, is there anything I can go clear out up here that would be a good spot for a city maybe. And then I can use that settler to full effect. Now this, oh yeah, this little stack here, I was going to go invade this little hobbit city, or halfling city, I should say. Looks like it's just being guarded by a siege ram, a battering ram, so that's kind of interesting. Again, I think that used to belong to Rolar. So let's finish up this turn. We had some production we had to do. I think we had, let me just double check. I think we had moved pretty much everybody. Oh, no, we haven't. Okay. So we do still have some movement left with Nabal's stack here. I think I was sending Nabal down south, if I'm not mistaken, because there's still some clearing to do down there. So we'll grab this. Let's check. This looks like it's a dead end, so we're not going to go that way. So we'll head down here. Yeah, we're just going to keep going south, basically, with Nabal there. Meanwhile, we've got these guys here moving north. So why don't we... Let's see, what can we do? Got some options. I think we will move up here with this stack. And I've got this Bone Dragon now who's going to be our new best friend. Let's take out these little guys, get a little bit of experience here. Clear out another roving unit. Get a little bit more knowledge income as well from this battle, hopefully. Ouch. Taking some crossbow shots there, but we're going to be just fine. Light up these high elves and then finish them off. There we go. And then we can blast the heck out of these scoundrels. Come in and try and get the kill. Not quite. Guard our hero. And we'll send our butchers in as well as some backup. They're going to use sprint probably. Yep, there they go. Ouch. I think what we'll do with Bahir is we will... Actually, you know, it would be kind of nice to maybe have a scout. So I was going to self-heal, but I think maybe what I'll do instead is I'll come in here, drop a heal. We'll move in and do a flank, Ghoul Curse. There we go. And then we can come in here and get the flank kill. Perfect. There we go. And then our Nightmare can finish off that guy and get a little bit of life back. So now we've got a free scout unit, which we can kind of use. This little scoundrel that I just acquired can sort of help us do a little bit of exploring. Now I could try this battle and try and grab another Bone Dragon. I think I'm strong enough. I mean, when we fought the stack that got this Bone Dragon, it had one less unit. So this one basically just has the Bone Wyvern in addition. That being said, maybe I should wait for the Bone Dragon to come and help. I mean, the Nightmare, and I think I'm strong enough. I mean, I don't want to do anything stupid and lose somebody. You know what? Let's give it a shot. I think we'll be just fine. I mean, this is going to be, you know, a little bit of confidence here, maybe a little overconfident. I guess we'll find out. So let's kind of see what happens. All right, so they're not doing anything. Gives us a chance to put some Dragon Ancestry on Bahir there. And I think I'm actually going to drop a heal on the Nightmare because the Nightmare is going to have to be a bit of a... do a little bit of tank duty, I think. So what I'm expecting here, I need to kill, as kind of is the standard procedure in these sorts of battles where I want to use Greater Reanimate Undead on somebody, I'm going to need the dragon to die before every other unit is dead. It's okay if I kill some of the other units, but I need the other ones to all... I need at least one of these other units to still be alive. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Alright, so now we can... Wow, look at that. Just pike squaring those flying units into oblivion. That was fantastic. Geez, that's kind of unfortunate. These units are sort of in the way. Okay, we'll move in right behind there and do some big damage. And if I lose these guys, not the end of the world, but I can also revive them if need be, so I'm not too concerned. We'll light up the Bone Dragon, try for an Immolate maybe, not quite. Kill off the Carrion Bird just because. And let's see, do we have any other options? We do have longbow and shock bolts, so let's do this. Wail on the Wyvern a little bit. So I'm hoping that this guy doesn't break off and try to kill the hero, but we'll see what happens, I guess. Now he might. Oh, okay. I guess he was out of movement, so that worked out pretty well for us, actually. And so now why don't we... Oh, yeah. Let's do this. So we'll kill the Wyvern. Take it at attack of opportunity, but it's not going to be too bad. And then we'll do a flank here and get the kill, hopefully. Yes. Perfect. All right, so now we'll come in with our hero, make a new best friend, and we'll move off just so we can get the kill. There we go. And our Sun Guard, I'm going to just run him away so he doesn't die. Although I guess, yeah, I didn't even realize I could just kill with that. I forgot that I had those elders back there that hadn't moved. So yeah, now we've got some pretty incredible... Ooh, and look at this. We got a Coat of the Elephant and, wow, Assassin's Stiletto of Silent Murder. Armor piercing, backstab, inflict bleeding wounds, and extra melee. Sure, I'll take that. That is pretty nice. And for... I kind of like having Holy Champion and Resistance, so I'll send this off maybe to a hero who needs it. Firak we just acquired. I don't think he has anything like that, so we'll send that to Firak. Okay, so now we've got all these units that we kind of need to deal with here. So I think, yeah, what we'll do... You know what, we're actually going to send over the Elder to start healing up that dragon. There we go. And then, so what we're going to do is we're going to reconfigure this unit. So we're probably going to just put both Bone Dragons in, and we can remove probably maybe the Nightmare and the Sun Guard or something like that. and create kind of a doom stack down here that we've literally just created. That would probably be strong enough to then go raid a dungeon, and we could also do an exploration into the Shadow Realm, which we haven't done through this portal. But we could also, maybe we could even try this Wizard Tower Ruin once we're a little bit stronger. So lots of potential for that stack there to do some good things. And so now we just got some production to do, so let's do a Harvester's Guild. It's kind of I really like getting at the very minimum an Embalmer's Guild going in my new cities, just in case I need to start producing any units, and also it helps with growth and everything, so that's kind of one of the things I like getting in a city right away. It's also fairly cheap. On Boku, let's see, what do we got? So we've got some guys guarding it. I was thinking about, I remember last episode I was talking about potentially building a little army for this stack here, and I think that would still be pretty nice. So why don't we start doing that a little bit? So I'll make a Blight Doctor. We'll send this unit down as well to go join up. So I want one more healer, because right now I've only got the one. So if I have a Blight Doctor, that will give me one more healer for that stack, which would be good. And then I can also maybe throw in a few more of these guys, the Butchers with Life Drain, which is just disgusting. Disgustingly good, I should say. So we're running kind of low on cash, so I'm going to just do merchandise for most of these cities, I think. It's going to be the game plan. So yeah, we definitely need to continue to work on our economy. We are still, you know, as we gain all these units, we still have to pay for them, so we're doing pretty good with our gold. Like, we're not in the negatives at all, which is obviously fantastic. And yeah, there we go. We're just going to do merchandise for most of our cities here. Now, with our throne, might be worth doing a forge item here and producing another healing item for Firak, maybe, so he can lead a stack himself. So why don't we do that? That's not going to cost too much gold. We've got all this extra mana, which you can see up there. So we want... I always forget where it is. Where's Heal Undead? Healing... There it is. Heal Undead. So we'll call this... let's pick a symbol here for our... There we go. We'll call this the Book of Death. Actually, you know what? We'll call it the Book of Undeath. And we will create that. Yeah. So we'll forge that. So not too much gold there. And once we have this done, we can then send that off maybe to Firak. Alright, so you know what? I could probably start founding the city already, actually. Yeah, so we have Wazul here. So Wazul is going to be able to clear this out. So let's bring Wazul in. And... you know what? Oh, actually, you know what? I don't want to do that with the settler right there. So now I just got to kind of min-max where I place my city. So probably, I mean, it's going to eventually grow to encompass all of this. Probably maybe right here, one of these two spots where I'm moving my cursor, because eventually it might grow even to encompass this shrunken city, which would be pretty good. It's got good income there. I mean, we'd have to go clear it, obviously, but... because, yeah, like, let's just take a peek. So in this city, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got 8 tiles out. It's a city, so it's still going to grow a bit. So if we were to put it here, we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we would get that pretty good. So anywhere in this area is going to be fine, and we will also get that ziggurat most likely. So I think we will maybe try right here. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, and we'll start off literally with... I like this. Yeah, we're going to go right there. Kurzu, sure. That'll work. And so now we will deal with these orcs here. Can try and make a friend or two maybe to help us out. Fortunately, we don't have any support units, but Might be nice to get that Black Knight. Maybe the Razor Bow to guard the city. So, let's kind of figure out how we want to approach this battle. And we do have Dispel Magic here, so we could potentially, if we fail, we can still put that to use, maybe. Let's see how this battle goes. So we'll use the Raptor as a bit of a tank. Move our Blight Doctor in. Weaken would be great, because that's actually going to make us have a better chance to Ghoul Curse because of the reduced resistance. So we can use that as kind of a 1-2 combo there. Send in our Halfling and our Draconian Deathbringers kind of up this way. Move our Apprentice in a little bit. Alright, so they're not going to charge us. I wasn't really expecting them to, so we'll move in just a bit closer. Again, I kind of want to goad them into attacking me. I don't want to overextend here. Not that I'm that concerned. I mean, I think we'll be able to win this battle without too much trouble. But of course, you know, this isn't a Necromancer, and I don't have any units that can revive, so I don't want anybody dying, obviously. And I think, can we hit? Yeah, we can. So let's do a little bit of damage and get this party started, essentially. Alright, so they're going to probably come in and attack my cavalry, I would think. Okay, going after the archers. Oh, and they got Ghoul Curse. That's perfect. Oh, and so did they. Wow, this is just a Ghoul Curse party, I guess. Alright, we'll throw a Weakened on these Razor Bows, and then we will see if we can Ghoul Curse them. Oh, yeah, 75% chance. Perfect. So we built ourselves our own little Orc army here. Once again, I really like fighting Orcs when I'm trying to Ghoul Curse because they have that innate. You can see here, if we go to Orc, they have that innate -1 to resistance, which just makes it just a tiny bit easier to Ghoul Curse Orcs, so they are particularly susceptible to my strategy here that I like to use. And these Impalers are going to need to get wailed on a little bit. There we go. And that's perfect. Now we still have an opportunity to drop some heals here. So we'll do a self-heal, and we will also do a big heal here. Perfect. And then we'll blast them from behind there and get the kill. Perfect. So we built our own little stack here of units, which is great for us. A couple of Orcs to basically reinforce our new city if we want. There we go. So yeah, that's I'm not going to complain about that. That is very nice. And of course, we don't have a healer to support this, so unfortunately no support units there. So we'll have to see if maybe some of these other structures have something we can use to support a stack. Right, okay, so I had this unit kind of guarding here because I can't remember, there was something threatening this particular city. I might have been worried, that might have been back when I was worried about the unit that had come out of the Shadow Realm, maybe. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was I was concerned about. So this is nice because now we've got this Heart of the Volcano in our domain, so we've got that extra casting points from that. We've actually got another one up here as well. I don't think we cleared that one out, though, unfortunately. So maybe what we'll do, you know, there's good opportunity for a city maybe in here. So maybe we will send ourselves down that way with that builder. There we go. Alright, so now I got to decide what the heck do I want to do with this Wraith King here. Let's see, where would he kind of be most needed? So I do eventually need to go into the Shadow Realm here and start clearing that out. So maybe I'll send him south. And I also need to go in there too. I mean, I've got all these kind of loose ends that need to be tied up, frankly. Let's see, maybe this stack, because what I'd like to do here is build like a little mini army here in this city, send it down here to clear this out so that these elementals stop popping up every 15 or 20 turns or whenever it is they pop up and giving me problems. So why don't we send this guy down this way? We'll send that Wraith King down that way. And then what we're going to do is we're going to group up. So once this unit has taken this city out, I'm going to turn them around, come back up this way, maybe clear out this lost library. We'll go into the Shadow Realm here and get rid of the things spawning those shadow demons, hopefully. Ooh, and look at that. We've got some Wyvern, Shock Serpent, and an Air Elemental, so don't know where they came from. Oh, probably from here, from this thing. Yeah, so that's going to need to be eliminated at some point, too. Okay, right, we had Cirrus in the Shadow Realm. I almost forgot. So, Cirrus kind of created his own little army here as well, which is great. So we'll go raid this Raven's Keep. Ooh, look at this. So now we've got some opportunities to make some friends here. We've got Fallen Angel, which would be amazing. Wraith Kings, which you know I love. Yeah, let's do this battle. Boy, these Raven Keeps with strong defenders, they are just a smorgasbord of excellent units for me to try to get a hold of as a Necromancer. And I mean, again, I'm immune to the Mass Curse, so I really can't say enough about how much I enjoy playing Necromancer. And I'm still learning. I mean, that comment from Paratosh, right? Like, I love it because even after, I've played a couple hundred hours probably of Necromancer, maybe not quite that high, but, well, no, that's probably not that unrealistic. I'm still learning stuff every time I play. And I mean, again, those comments from you guys are absolutely invaluable. And I know I'm not the only one getting benefit from them too, because anybody else watching, they're going to read the comments and they're going to say, wow, oh, I didn't think of that, or oh, that's a neat way of doing it, or oh, that's a great idea. And all it does is it just continues to foster, the community and everything. So just keep it up, guys. It's fantastic. All right, so let's focus on this battle a little bit better. So we've got a couple of apprentice units who are basically kind of blood, not to worry about. I'm just trying to basically eliminate these Wraith Kings so I can revive one of them. Let's see what we've got here. Draconian Apprentice. I wonder, can we kill them off? We can do quite a bit of damage here. Can't quite get the kill, but we can send this off and get the kill that way. There we go. So we'll come in here and do a nice flank. Little 1-2 punch there. Now he's dead. We can revive. So I think maybe we will do that. This Fallen Angel, unfortunately, is kind of going to come in and probably wail on somebody pretty good. Let's just do some damage. Soften him up a bit. So we'll move in. We'll make our new friend, who may end up getting killed, but that's okay if he does. I mean, not the end of the world. I was half expecting the Angel to come in and wail on our new unit, but didn't do that, so that's totally fine. Oh, and you know what? We have a chance to despair, so let's do that. That's going to improve our odds of Ghoul Curse. Okay, and we got a couple despairs off. So, yeah, ×3. Ooh, okay. Oh, 100% chance! Let's do it! Yes! Alright. Fantastic. Sorry for yelling a little there, but that's pretty exciting. I really enjoy these Fallen Angels. They're a fun unit to have once you have them Ghoul Cursed, so, and on your team. Okay, so now we gotta compose ourselves here. I got a little too excited. I don't want to make any dumb mistakes now. So probably now we want to make sure we finish off this Fallen Angel before any funny business is able to happen. There we go. And now we just want to kind of finish this battle up. So we'll move in there, do some big boy damage. We'll actually take a step back, even though we're going to take a hit. It's going to allow us to do quite a bit more there. And we're just taking some kind of meaningless little damage here now at that point. And you know what? What the hell? Let's just try for this. Ooh, and we failed. Would have been great, though. We would have had 2. We'll just come over here and make sure we stand there to prevent any reviving that we don't want to happen. Drop a heal there, and we'll just get the finish. Boom! So look at that. 2 absolutely incredible units there we just acquired. Domain of Corruption. Target friendly city and units stationed within that city's domain now like blighted terrain. That's not really that useful for us, but I will take this to get the extra casting points. That's neat though. Yeah, well, the money would be nice, but I do want the extra casting points, so we'll take it just for that. So Cirrus leveled up. And now we are getting very close to having enough to have Scourge of Undead. So he is insanely powerful at this point. I can also try and get Invoke Death too. Actually, you know what? Oh, look at that. We've got 16 upgrade points. I must have maybe not done a level up with him at some point. I can't quite remember, but okay, so let's see. We have Necromancy 3, which we'll do. And now we have Scourge of Undead. Boy, that is going to be pretty disgusting at this point. Oh my goodness. So, Cirrus is insanely powerful. Plus, now we've got basically another little stack here with him. I'm almost tempted to throw the Fallen Angel in here just to have this be an ultimate Doom stack, but it already is, really. I think what I'll do is I'll give the Fallen Angel and the Wraith King to this unit, and then I've got my own little kind of already pretty powerful unit there ready to go. So now why don't we move in this way? I would like to get rid of this, and I do want to clear the Forbidden Sanctum as well. Not to mention we've got that city over there, so we'll go over here. And oh, and I have this Borix doing some exploration for me. Got a little dwarven city here. There we go. So now we'll head over this way, I guess. Yeah, we'll just start heading across to the east. Oh, and heroic skill. Oh, and okay, that's why we got those extra points, because we were the first to have a hero or leader reach level 15, and the hero gained 5 bonus skill points. So that's why we suddenly had 16 points with Cirrus there. That makes perfect sense. Okay, I think what we'll do here is we'll hang out one more turn with this stack and just wait for backup from the little goblin there to just come reinforce. Now this stack here, we are moving in our support unit, who unfortunately doesn't have the movement to get there just yet. So we're going to have this next turn. I'm going to tell them to just camp out for now. And I think, so again, I'm actually looking kind of once again at where we could put the city. There's a pretty good opportunity, I think, maybe somewhere in here for a city. So we'll tell him to just chill for now, but we are going to start sending him up that way fairly soon, I think. Alright, so let's mobilize this little stack. So we will group them up. So we've got 2 healers, an absolute just monster of a unit, and a couple of other just kind of units to help out. So very happy with this little stack. What I'll probably do, I can send these guys down to clear out some of these structures down here. That way I don't have to waste Cirrus on it. I can grab this, grab the city, grab the casting points, grab the Forbidden Sanctum, kind of get all the major stuff. And that's going to do it for our turn, so we will end our turn there. Oh, I guess the settler moved into the city. So who's got movement left? I don't know. Alright, we'll end our turn there. It's probably the settler. Oops. There we go. Okay, so we're now going to be able to cast Power Ritual turn early, which is great, and that's thanks to those extra casting points I think that we got. And again, I still have absolutely no idea where Dwemis is, so that's going to be a continual adventure to see if I can figure out where he is. Really, it doesn't look like he's in this bottom corner, I think. Yeah, oh, and there, Casper, you were 100% right, and I totally agreed with you there. Here comes that Paragon, so one of these unknown guys, probably the one who ended up getting Sage, also was able to get a tier 4 unit. So what this means now is that we're on turn 40, and it basically means that I'm going to have to start hurrying up, because if I let them build up, they're just going to have doom stacks of tier 4 units, just absolutely horrible for me to have to deal with. So I don't want to dawdle. I want to get into finding the enemy and really dealing with them before they can build up these massive armies of tier 4 units. Alright, first things first, let's cast Power Ritual. We'll cast that. That is a nice spell. So, undead units gain +2 physical and +2 blight melee attack bonus. So for something like the Wraith Kings, who I usually send in, kind of, that's just disgusting. Absolutely powerful. Very, very good spell. Okay, we had a lot of things happen, so let's sort this out. I noticed that we actually saw here, Independents have lost a battle. So, okay, so this is our, I think he's a High Elf. Yeah, he's a High Elf Dreadnought. So obviously, yep, he's out east, so we know kind of where he is now. So I'm actually going to need to maybe start mustering some forces up here. So I'm actually glad I got this Wraith King ready to go now. So we'll move him out. He can maybe just hang out there. And we'll start building an army maybe in our throne kind of area over here. I'll just make a couple of these elders actually while I'm at it. So we are kind of low on gold. So maybe let's move our guys around a bit first and then... Okay, nice. And now we have Ashes of the Dead with Wazul, which means he can heal. So now we've got 3 healers in this stack. Wazul himself and then the Apprentice and the Blight Doctor. So we had a domain invasion down here. Oh, just a Blight Tusk Boar. This was actually, I think, the one... Oh, no. Okay. So, yeah, we'll just have to make sure we don't leave our city unguarded or anything. So, yeah, there's that Paragon. Geez, it would have been nice to get that on our Fallen Angel. I find it kind of funny about Paragon that it's only if you produce or summon a tier 4 unit. Because I've had tier 4 units now for, what, 20 turns or something like that. Because I was able to get those Archon Titans. But, of course, it doesn't matter about that. Oh, here we go. Empire Culture, or Empire Quest Monoculture. Be the first player with 8 cities of the same race. A group of units from that race. So look at that. We got our Draconian Flyers. I'll definitely take those guys. They're good, and they've got such mobility. I could use them as kind of a mobile response force or whatever, or just like a good sort of move in and scout kind of unit. So that's really handy. So here we founded our new city. And obviously we got to clear out all these units that are around it, but that's really good. So maybe we'll come in this way. And let's actually do this first. So first things first, we'll clear out the wisps here that are going to be kind of annoying. Oh, I was kind of hoping they would move in on their own, but it doesn't look like they're going to do that. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. We'll just kind of hope that they're going to probably teleport in and... Oh, no. Alright. Well, looks like we'll move to them then. So we'll blast that wisp. Going to get the kill. There we go. We are stunned, unfortunately. Which probably means we're going to get attacked. There we go, going after the support unit there. So we'll get the kill here. And then get the kill here if possible. There we go. We can drop a quick self-heal. And get the kill there. Alright, so those wisps are dealt with. Got that mana node now. And now we have to clear out these Tigrans. And in this little city, I'm going to do a Harvester's Guild because I need the city to grow eventually to encompass all of this. So this city, I'm probably not going to worry too much about production right away. I'm going to basically just focus on growth to try to encompass all these awesome structures here. So we will grab this. With this stack here, I'm not sure we're powerful enough to take on a dungeon. It'll sort of depend, I guess, on what's in that dungeon. I need these Deathbringers to definitely level up a little bit more, just to be a bit stronger. They're not quite powerful enough as it is. And I don't have the ability to revive anybody, so I got to keep that in mind. let's see what happens. We got a little pounce there. Lit him on fire, always a good thing. Let's light up this Bond Huntress, turn them around, and then get the kill. There we go. Sun Guard, I think we'll just throw ourselves in defense to be able to kind of deal with that. I think maybe we'll fight off the Prowlers because they're the more dangerous thing. And we can actually... Well, let's see. Can we get the kill in melee? Yeah, we can get the kill, no problem. There we go. And then we can... Does anybody need a big heal? Not really. So maybe we'll help out our... There we go. Help out our Raptors. There we go. Not that they really needed it, but minimized a little bit of damage at least. We did get a level up there with our Halfling Deathbringer, which is good for us. So now let's move in over here. Just some kind of cannon fodder goblins here, all tier 1, so we'll deal with them. Send Wazul in because there's going to probably be an item there to grab. And I'm going to do the battle because I want the experience. Again, not an easy battle just because of the sheer number of units we're facing, but there we go. So use our Deathbringer. And unfortunately, again, no support units, so we don't have any healers we can recruit here. Sort of would be nice to be able to grab a support unit to take care of that little stack that we have guarding our city now. Alright, let's see what happens here. Swarm Darter attack. Become the Pikeman. Again, our Raptor is so leveled up that I'm really not too concerned about that, even though normally I wouldn't want cavalry going toe-to-toe with Pikemen. So we can hit 4 units here. There we go, we took out the Swarm Darter, no problem. So now let's move in just a tad here and light those guys up. And we can get the finish here with our crossbow. Nice. So now I just have to kind of decide how I want to do things. I think what we'll do is we'll come in here, teleport in, attack the half-breed, move in here. We'll actually maybe jump in behind like this. We're just going to put ourselves in defense mode. And I'm going to leave my Raptor right there because I don't want any of the casters to get attacked. There we go. The support units, I should say. Oh, look at that. They put in the work there, as you can see. And our Draconian Deathbringer hits silver metal, which is good for us. So... I'll beat up. Yeah, we'll drop a heal here. Just want to make sure everybody's nice and healthy. Wazul, I keep forgetting Wazul has heal. We'll do that. Throw a weekend on them just for some more experience, then we'll get the kill there. We did get a couple of ghoul curses, which we may not even need these units, honestly. Frostling Ice Pick, I think we'll just sell that. Although, yeah, we're going to just sell that one. A little bit extra gold. I think I'd rather have that. We can get him a better melee weapon eventually. Okay, so we had a level up here with Wazul. He's now level 5. Charge Command would be pretty good. Give our units all charge. That's actually pretty solid for our Deathbringers because they don't have that obviously to start with, so yeah, we'll do that. There we go. So now we got to clear out this, which is a little harder. We can try and Ghoul Curse this knight. Oh, and there's some priests, so we can try for those guys too. That'll be good. So we'll move in that way. I don't really need the Marauder, so we'll get rid of him. Maybe we'll keep the Skewer, I guess. Did we scout the Shadow Realm here? Yeah, we did. Okay. Because I was going to say, if I hadn't, I could send him off to scout there, but already done that, so no worries. Alright, so we got some things to cast here. Let's kind of think about this for a minute. Would be nice to start getting some elementals going, but I do want Enemy of the Faith back up and running. It's just nice to have going. do that extra damage against support units. Okay, so now this city is healing the undead, which is great. And I actually forgot that the Yeti and the Flyer actually aren't undead. There we go. Almost ready to have that stack be an actual combat entity at this point. So we'll make a flamer in this city just to have it be defensible from at least one unit defending it. We don't have enough money there, so let's keep doing our movement before we do anything else. So now the question is, what do I want to send my unit in here this way? Could just come in here, take this out, and then probably get into the city. I think we'll do that. So we'll just clear this out, and then we'll move in, and hopefully we'll be able to grab it. I don't know if we have enough movement left. So these little wisp boys need to die, and that Phantasm Warrior, of course. So let's fly in here and obliterate those wisps. Do some damage there. Let's see, can we get the kill? Yes, we can, no problem. And now we'll just basically charge in here and guard up. And this will probably give us a good opportunity to do some healing before the battle is over. As you can see, a few of our units are kind of worse for wear here, so we'll drop 1 and 2 heals there. Excellent. So that's pretty good. And our Bone Dragon's kind of beat up too, so he needs a little bit of care. There we go. Do we have enough? Not quite. Hey, that's where we stop. Well, no worries. So now here's the thing. I could send, you know what? I'm going to send 2 of these back to join up with Firax. So now Firax got a pretty decent little stack here. Harvester's Guild in this city would be great. Get it growing again. All right, so let's go do some scouting up here. I could grab this to do more scouting. Yeah, let's do that. It's going to be pretty useful. See what we're dealing with up here. Okay, so it looks like this kind of ends up hitting water. Ooh, and look at this. Got some shadow demons there. There's probably a shadow gate here on that little island sort of thing. So now this guy, what do I do with him? I was going to maybe use him as a bit of a scout, although it's a pretty expensive scout. He's a tier 3 unit. Maybe not the best plan. Yeah, let's send him back here with Firax. Now this stack is pretty much just ready to go. Is this cleared out? Yes, it is. Okay. So yeah, now I think we can pretty much start moving these guys out. We'll eventually make a unit there to just guard the city, but I'm not too concerned about it right now. I don't really see anything that can get in there easily, so I think we'll be fine. I suppose there is this shadow gate, which something could come out of. So I don't want to leave that city unguarded for too long. Okay, right, and now we can actually create a bit of a stack here for them, which is good. So come down this way. There's a gold mine there. Unfortunately, to get to it, we have to go all the way in, and then we're kind of have to come all the way back out. So that may not be the most efficient thing for us to do. So this is visiting units receive race governance experience. That would actually be probably better to visit maybe with this stack to get more goblin experience than it would with this. So maybe I'll leave that one for the other stack to go deal with. For Nabal's stack here. Right, okay, and I had this little guy produced who I wanted to come join this stack, so we'll move him down that way. Let's make one more, just to guard the city. We don't have enough gold at the moment, but that's okay. Let's do some scouting here with our boar. Ooh, okay. Got another little dwarven city here. Have we been to the Shadow Realm in this area? No, we haven't. Okay, so probably worth coming down here and checking this out. Yeah, that's what we'll do there. Alright, let's see who else can move. So, now, okay, now let's kind of sort this stack out. So we've got our Bone Dragon and our Elder. So we want the here for sure. I really like the Toadstool Fairy. Butcher's pretty good with its life drain. I do like this Nightmare, but I think it may have to kind of get the boot here. So now I have to decide, where do I go with them? Again, we could go try and clear the dungeon. Except our units are a little bit beat up. Eventually we want to keep heading east, right? Because that's where our enemy is. Well, you know what? Let's head up and check it out. Okay, so we've got a Manticore Rider, 2 Phalanxes, which are pretty tough units, tier 3 pikemen, Warbreed, and then some Monster Hunters. That's pretty gross. I think maybe we're going to just stay away from that for now. We'll head up here. So what we'll do is we'll do this. That's going to be our stat going forward. We'll grab the gold quick. And again, this wizard tower is probably a little bit out of our pay grade as well. So we'll send this guy up just to kind of be an advanced scout there. Now this stack of units, what do we do with them? Suppose we could bring them back to kind of be guards, but that seems like a bit of a waste. Well, let's go check out the Shadow Realm real quick with them. Oh, wow. Okay, there must be a city right there. We will just trespass just to be able to see it. Okay, so that Shadow Gate is actually right on where a city is. Okay, that's kind of good to know. So if we could create a little army there, we could go take that city potentially. So they want to have open borders and a peace treaty with us. I'm just going to decline that. I'm not particularly interested. Okay, so let's see who else hasn't moved here. We've moved him. We've moved Firak. Crogar's done his job. If we go back to the Shadow Realm, Cirrus is now in the one who needs to move. So first things first, we're going to clear this out. I think we'll do a bit of a loop, and then maybe we can come back out of the Shadow Realm through the gate we came in. So basically, these guys are Arcane Archers, who are pretty decent. I think they're a tier 2 archer unit. Oh, they're a tier 1, okay. Arcane Arrows is really nice just because it does that shock damage. So let's just move in and start lighting up these poor little archers here. Again, we're just kind of moving everybody in. Wait a minute to do that. We'll wait one more turn to do that whale, maybe. If we even need to. There you can see, wow, that's shock damage, hey? Because my units aren't particularly resistant to shock, so it actually does quite a bit of damage. Boy, you could just see that. Just kind of wailing on my Draconian Charger there. So definitely, even though these are tier 1, they're a pretty incredible tier 1 unit. So we'll just move ourselves in here a little bit. And you know what? I think what we're going to do is we're just going to shadow step in behind. Kill off there, get a Ghoul Curse. Move in here. Do a flanking charge. Ouch. Ouch. So our Ghoul Draconian Charger is now down, which just means we have to move in and heal him, or revive him, I should say. Let's get the kill there. Not quite in range, so we will... Oh, actually, I'm going to wait one more turn then. Because, yeah, I don't think I can get in there to do it. So, we'll protect our leader here. Or our hero, I should say. So that was a bit of a blunder on my part. I should have saved... There we go. Okay, now we can move in and get the revive off. No problem. We can also drop a heal there just to make up for a bit of that. And then we'll move in and get the kill. There we go. So we did get one of them as a... Okay. Helmet of the Deep Lord, Mariner, and Fast Embark. Don't really need it. I'm just going to sell it for the gold. So now let's clear out this mana node, and then we will grab this city. Next turn. We can't quite get there this turn. So we'll grab this mana node. So we now kind of have an idea of where our other opponent is. So that's that High Elf Dreadnought. We know he's to the east, as we sort of expected. And we can start working our way over there. So I'm going to move there underground and also above ground to kind of sort of have a pincer attack coming at him from both underground and above ground, I think. It's going to be the game plan there. There we go, just taking everybody out. No mercy. We'll have a little opportunity to do some more healing too, which is always a good thing. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so that mana node is dealt with. So now we will just move into this city's domain. You know what? We can actually take this city this turn, so let's do that. And the reason I'm doing that is just to have it one turn earlier so we can start getting it in our control faster. So we will just full-on aggro here, charge right in. So what are we dealing with? We've got Shadow Elf touched. We've also got a Cavalry Shadow Elf Exterminator, Shadow Elf Night Guard, who I believe is a pikeman. Yep, that's a pikeman unit. Shadow Elf touched is a tier 1 irregular unit who can evolve, which is kind of cool. There we go, the gate is now down, as is the wall. Do a little despair there, everybody resisted it. Ouch. Just, these Titans are just so absolutely overpowered at this point. Or I shouldn't say they're overpowered, but they're so strong. I mean, with Champion 3 and Champion 2, they're just almost untouchable. So, okay, now I've got a few options to this city. I could turn it into a Ghoul City to have Shadow Elves. I could migrate it to Ghoul Draconians, which is probably going to be my plan, I think. So, yeah, that's what we'll do. Migrate to Ghoul Draconians. And then we'll reunite these stacks after we... next turn there. We can send this little guy in as a city guard as well, to guard our new city. Okay, so this city needs an Embalmer's Guild, in case we want to produce anything there. So now we have the city of Tumak up here. We could actually, this city does have a magic academy we could build, and then we could start making support units here, but I don't think we're going to worry about that right now. This city's kind of not in an area where I'm going to need them right this second, so I'm not too concerned about that. Let's see, I think now, okay, yeah, we got this stack who can move in, and let's see what this halfling city has for... Oh, and it's unguarded. Okay, well, we'll just grab that. There we go. I could have sent a unit up a while ago to do that, and maybe I should have, you know, with scouting and whatnot. That would have been a good opportunity. We'll migrate this one over to Ghoul Draconians as well. Just keep getting Draconian race experience, basically. Okay. And then we could also go grab this Naga dwelling eventually if we need. Not as much benefit since we would be getting it so much later in the game, and those dwellings do take quite a while to kind of build up. I could maybe release it as a vassal or something, but that's why, like, again, I was so happy that I was able to get this dwelling early enough in the game that I'm able to now start producing these Wraith Kings. And it's actually going to be useful for me when I'm in the middle of battles and stuff. That's just, oh, it's so nice. So our builder, once again, we're going to send him down this way. Let's follow the road. And again, we're kind of producing a bit of an army in this city, I think. That's going to be the sort of plan. Got another elder coming out. We'll maybe even send them up to go to this little fort here. And you know what? We'll send up our Wraith King as well to join them. So, yeah, I think we're gonna start producing some units in these cities just to have them kind of move up this way, and then we can start moving in on our High Elf Dreadnought opponent here, who we haven't quite made contact with, but we do know where he is. And now in this city here, yeah, we're going to just do merchandise because we are kind of low on gold here for now. So we're not going to worry too much about anything crazy in these cities. Just going to kind of continue enjoying the benefits of having all these cities that we do, which is really good for, as you can see, it's helping our economy. Okay, here we go. So now we got this little stack we can start doing some work with. So let's move down this way. We'll start clearing out some structures, get this little stack leveled up a little bit, get them some experience. Now, it's important to note that obviously I don't have any units that can revive anybody in this stack, so I don't want to go too gung-ho crazy. Kind of and overextend and get myself in any trouble and lose good units, so I do still have to play it a little bit conservative, but nothing crazy. Whoops. Sorry about that there. And of course the, greater life drain, that's just unreal. Let's just look at that quick. So greater life drain restores between 9 and 12 health every time the unit performs a melee attack against an enemy unit that's basically alive. And then also they have Undying, which is, again, really good. Unholy Champion. These things are just powerhouse units. Very, very powerful. And then because it's undead, I can revive it too if it goes down, if I have a unit in the stack who can do that, of course. Which I currently do not. Kill off the Wyvern. Oof. God, that's powerful. There we go, everybody's getting in on the party a little bit here. So we'll get fire blasted just a bit, yeah. Has to be kind of expected there. So we'll do a little bit of healing here. Let's see, can we get the kill? Yes, we can. Perfect. Drop a heal there. There we go. So this stack is going to be able to do work just because of the Fallen Angel and the Wraith King. So yeah, we'll clear out these two structures here. Alright, so this army now, I'm kind of tempted to start moving them, but you know what, maybe I'll leave behind the chariot or something just as a guard for now or something. We'll just start moving out. And obviously this unit's going to have to join up there. So we'll tell them to just chill there. Chariot can chill as well. So this unit I was sending down to potentially explore the Shadow Realm here. So I want these guys to group up and come back to join here. Now, did I ever scout this? I did, and that's right. And this is here. Okay. Oh, and you know what? If I'm going to be producing units up here, I should probably get Embrace Darkness going. I kind of forgot about that. Once I have this done, I should probably put Embrace Darkness there just to basically have that ready to go. I mean, again, I'm going to be producing more like support units and stuff there, but it is still helpful to have them with lifesteal if they get into any melee fights. So with this guy, I'm going to have to kind of think about what to do with him. I think what I'll do though, I'm gonna actually save this episode here and call it. We had a lot that we did, even though we didn't get too many turns in. We had a lot of good developments in terms of getting some new units. So we're gonna save this one. We're gonna call this one episode 13. So yeah, we now kind of have an idea of where our Dreadnought opponent is. High Elf Dreadnought, he's up here somewhere probably. That would mean that our other opponent's probably more down south somewhere, maybe in the middle here, who knows. But we're going to keep looking for him. And we're still on the hunt for Dwemis. Who knows where the heck Dwemis is, but we're still looking. So anyway, guys, this playthrough series is going pretty well, but we've still got our work cut out for us. So as always, I'm going to kind of end it there. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.